I came here to remind you. I am here to remind you. To remind us that this bright side of life that we're talking about is not just a beautiful place somewhere on this planet. It's basically a place within us. And I don't mean this just in a symbolical way. It is true. It is really true. Einstein did more research on light than on his relativity theory, and he was rewarded with the Nobel Award, the Nobel Prize in 1922 about his work on light. And at the end of his life, when he was really old, he said this remarkable sentence: I was researching my entire life what light is, and I still have no idea. And whoever tells that he knows is just a fool. But what he found out, that there are these unique, wonderful photons. And these photons, they are like the connectors between the atoms that we just have seen. They are like the communication lines between atoms. They are like a choreography between the atoms. And if you think about a laser, light is not something weak. Light has a tremendous power. If you focus light to a laser can cut steel thick like that. So I asked myself, where is this fascination for light coming from in my life? And I have to tell you, I was a small boy. I grew up in the Austrian Alps in a valley. And right now there's really winter, there's snow, it's cold, and the sun would just come up for a couple of hours every day. So it was cold, it was dark. And my uncle gave me a map of the world. The map was big like my little bed, and I attached it right there. And before I fell to sleep, I went to sleep every day. I looked especially on Africa, Latin America, all these countries where the sun is shining, where it is warm, and where there is light. And in this little phase, before I fell, and I came in my dreams, I had these beautiful visions to be there one day. And at this time, as a little boy, I really stuttered. I could not really speak. And they gave me these little pills to overcome this. It doesn't work, but so I read a lot of books because it was very hard for me to talk to other people. I wrote all these books of discoverers, of explorers who went out there into the world, and I just hoped and prayed maybe there is one day an opportunity to get out of my valley and to get into this bright side of life. So for me, it is very special to stand here now in Africa because this was my future and this little boy's mind. And I was always so connected with my future that this would happen one day, that I decided, yes, I want to do everything to make these visions, these images that I have inside, I want to make this come true. And I went out when I started my professional career to find people who do this, who are really shaping the future, who are shaping our world. And in my career as a journalist, I interviewed more than 4,000 people, like 2,000 definitely are visionary people, futurists, scientists, artists who really make a difference. And I could always feel this light, this burning fire inside of these people. And I was so happy that I have this privilege to be surrounded with so many beautiful people, so many beautiful work. And I attended more than 1,000 days of my life when I could share conferences like this. And I also produced and arranged some conferences with friends. And it's always about how can we focus our light? How can we bring our light together like a strong laser to make a difference? This is what my deep desire is in life. And I researched in the last couple of years like 30 future labs and innovation centers of organizations, of companies, where they shape their future, where they create their future. And what I've seen there is just this extraordinary potential that is all around. We have the tools, we've just seen it. We have the tools, we have the mind, we have the way to connect. So why don't we do it in a better way? I decided to use my talents to help others realizing their dreams, realizing their ideas. making it real. And it's my very, very big joy to see things developing from a strong vision into a reality. And it's just my luxury to be surrounded with people like you every day who are burning for something, who are suffering. And yeah, I think if we focus our lives that we are, it's just, we don't need millions of people. Not just 1%, 1 promille is enough. 1% of the world population is like 70 million people, like Germany. 1 promille is like Austria, where I come from, 7-8 million people. So we just need a few people corresponding with us, responding, that we really can make a difference. What I learned so far, I just want to share this, maybe as an insight that I found in speaking and meeting so many beautiful people and on my own way, is the first step would be for me, if you want to make a difference, if you want to make our vision come true, close my eyes and see, close your eyes and see inside. What is inside? What kind of images are created by the photons in us? Which visions, which images? And trust these images. Sometimes it's just courageous to recognize this reality. Okay, this picture, this image is inside me, and why is it here? I think it's not that we create these ideas. Maybe the ideas come to us, because we are the best birth assistants for these ideas. So you are maybe the chosen one to make this very specific idea, this very specific project real. And then if you make this deal with your life, okay, it is not, I'm not insane, even if it's a big idea, there's some meaning behind it, why it came to me, this idea came to me, not to anybody else, to me. Then make this deal, okay, I go for it. I dedicate my life to make this and that come true. And if you make this kind of deal, you will experience that the process is like life itself. It's a wave. You go through these deep valleys of fear, of doubt, but again, you will come up on peaks, on mountains, on summits where never anybody has been before. And you see far into the future and you see, okay, this is my life. This is my reality, this is my future that I create now. And I made in my own life this deal with life like a boxer. Okay, it's okay, if you go, we heard it today in Italy, if you enter this boxing ring, you know you will be knocked down. But the deal is get up again, fight, go for your vision, fight for your vision. And find other people, find people around you, ask them for support. And create this kind of labs, like I see it here. It's a beautiful laboratory for new ideas that come into reality. Find your people, find your tribe, and remind who you are. Remind the light that is in you. I come here just to remind you.